So equipment is the most complicated one. This is the MT200. It's a medical treadmill. It's designed for people who, anybody can walk on it or run on it, but it's designed for people who might have some mobility issues. You have these bars that are adjustable. These handles on the outside are to help move it up and down. You move these, you open these, and then you pull it out. It's not the easiest thing to move up and down, but there we go. And you pull it and then you tighten them back up. Whatever height you need these at. Or if you need to move them in like this, you can do that. Just make sure you tighten them down. Right. When you get on the machine, you can start it. Please make sure you put the clip on. If you fall or anything on the machine while you're doing this clip will pull this out and it will automatically stop the treadmill. Stand on the sides to start off. For this treadmill, you need to press start button, then press forward button. You just goes forward or backward. Press forward, and then you have the arrows on the right side to increase your speed. This starts off at 0.1 miles per hour. Extremely slow. So you just keep pressing the buttons. By the way, there is a delayed reaction to this, so don't go, next thing you know, it's going to be at 10 miles an hour. Just be patient, please. Okay, you got to edge speed, step on. You can also do incline or decline. There's an incline button and a decline button, so you can either walk uphill or downhill. You press, see if you want to go up, incline button, and use the arrows on the left. And again, delayed reaction. Wait. If you think, oh, this feels too easy, wait till it gets to the top, because you all of a sudden don't want to be at 15-degree incline. Okay, when you can put your hands on here, or just walk or run as normal. When you're done, just go like this, step on the side, press the stop button. Please do not just yank this out. That's designed for emergencies, and it's not the most durable part because it has to be a trigger for this. But just make sure you use the stop button on this to stop. Okay, that's going to stop for you. Try to remember to take off the clip. All right, and there are different programs on these treadmills that you can use. Okay, these other two treadmills are standard treadmills, much more simple. But again, same thing. Make sure you put your clip on. Stay on the side. You press just the green start button, and it's going to go 3, 2, 1, and it's going to start at 0.5 miles per hour. Again, you step on. Increase your speed. Press your incline. Now these treadmills only incline, they do not decline. By the way, these do have fan. It does have a fan on here, so you press the little blue button for the fan. Get a little bit of breeze coming out. When you're done, just step on the side, press the stop button. The big thing on the elliptical you want to make sure of is that make sure the pedal's on the bottom before you step up, so that way it doesn't go out from underneath you. Step up, swing up. You have 2 different hand positions on the moving arms, and also you can do stationary hand position as well. You can start going here, press the start button, and there's buttons to increase or lower your resistance level. You can change the stride, and there are buttons on the left handle. You can change the stride pattern a little bit. And when you're done, just come with stop. Press the stop button. Make sure your foot pedal is on the bottom before you step off. Now, going to the recumbent bike. You have 2 different bikes here, a recumbent bike and an upright bike. When you set your seat to the position you want it to be at, when your foot's all the way forward or all the way down, make sure there's a slight bend in your knee. You just get on, grab the yellow handle here for the recumbent bike, you change it while you're on the bike itself. So you go forward and back like this, find the right spot. By the way, they do have numbers on here, so in the future, if you do it, just remember your number. You see, all the way forward, there's a slight bend in my knee. grab here or grab up here if you prefer. And same thing as before, you just press the start button and then increase your resistance level. Okay, now the upright bike, you'll need to adjust your seat while standing. Turn the knob, go up and down. With this, make sure that it's settled in correctly and you tighten this back down. That way you don't have the seat come down on you. The seat also goes forward and back. You have a knob here, you can loosen it, go forward and back. That way if the seat is wobbly, just tighten the knob. There, it's nice and stable. So that's what we get calls from people like, oh, the seat's all wobbly. So someone just forgot to tighten the knob on it. So, okay, next, that's all your cardio. For your strength, or your obliques on the side, get on here. Again, you can adjust this up and down. The pad should be roughly about your hip pointers right here. By the way, you don't have to go all the way down like this. Just go down a few inches. That gets you all the exercise you need. You can do it just your body weight, or you can, if you want to get some resistance, you have medicine balls, dumbbells, kettlebells, can just hang on to them. By the way, you don't need to hold them. You see people hold them way up here. Just let them hang. It's actually a more effective exercise. You also do your obliques like this. Or go sides a little bit. Switch around. Same thing in here. All right. Okay. Now for the this is your bicep and tricep machine. You can adjust your seat up and down like this. Again, just make sure you get the click. Sit down, pick your weight. The adjustment knobs on these, they're all yellow. So if you see something yellow, that means you can adjust it. Okay, in this here, you put your back all the way up here like this to do this, or sometimes I like doing it like this because I have to engage my core more. So again, but if you're just starting off, just use the back of the machine. Okay, or you can do a bicep. Don't be afraid to experiment a little bit with these just to see what works. Next, we have what's called the multi-press. You can do 3 different types of bench press and a shoulder press on this. There are 4 different adjustments for both the top and the bottom. You adjust your seat down here to fit your height properly. And then here it says 1 is decline bench, 2 is regular bench press, 3 is incline, 4 is shoulder. So you hit the 1, 2, 3, or 4 on this. Then also up here it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just match the numbers. Again, you adjust your weight on the weight stack. In here. And just, please when you're done, don't drop it. Okay, this is your lat pull down. You see how this swings like this when you're done? So when you come down with this exercise, please put it back up here so no one gets knocked in the head. And here, you put your feet on here, and what a lot of people, they try to do this. Actually, the proper way to do this is the opposite of the bench press, because you're working your back. Pull this towards your chest, like that. Right? And then you can adjust this here. If you want the pads on your legs, that's fine. There are some people where you can do also, if you want to make it a little more progressive of an exercise, engage your core more. See how it's not touching my thighs? That way I'm having to stabilize my body more while I'm doing the exercise. It's back here. Very similar with this one. This we do your rows. Put your feet up there, pull. And you can go back like this if you want to. Or you can go more up here to stabilize, use the pad to stabilize yourself. And then you do have another bicep option here. Okay, we do have dumbbells up to 50 pounds. You can do them standing, or you can do them on the bench. Or my personal favorite is I like to get a stability ball and sit on it while I'm doing a shoulder press or curls or something like that. Again, you're engaging your core more. Steps that you guys ordered, and you can step, just steps like this to work your legs a little more. My favorite is you can do what I do call functional exercises for everyday life. One of which, see, I showed earlier, it's called getting out of the car. Easy, like this. If anybody has trouble getting out of the car, your muscles are probably a little imbalanced, practice this. And if you do this practice with a little weight, when you actually do it getting out of your regular car, it's going to feel easy. You can wheel the bench in or out of here. Also, if you know someone that is in a wheelchair, this is ADA compliant, they can wheel in, lock in their wheels, and get their exercises in. It's a great piece. Okay, there's like another one, functional one that called, I call it pick up the baby. Like this. You guys recognize that motion? My watch stopped on me, so I'm going to just take it off. All right. Then also a couple things that you can do as well. Say if you want to practice your backswing for golf. Unfortunately, it does not work with your follow through. Please don't try that in this. Or if you play softball, learn how to power your hips through and swing a bat. When you play tennis, backhand, work at strength your backhand. Again, just get creative with what you want to do. One other one that as people get older and they try to take a box off of the ceiling, off of the shelf, this, and you go here, and then just gradually bring it down like you're taking a box out. You have different attachments, 2 handles, this bar, and also this ankle cuff, so you can do some leg exercises as well. Dips on here. Yeah, this is a little more advanced. I'm not going all the way down. You can do pull-ups on here, which is the same as a lat pull-down. If you get lat pull-down and you get really good at that, and you want to do your pull-ups, it's here for. Or if you want to work your abs, which is not quite as advanced, just come here. So that's why they make these steps for you. The cage to stretch in, there are about 3 dozen different exercises. You come in here, go like this, or like this. I mean, just play with this on here. It's amazing what you can stretch just about anything you can imagine.